I do apologize because, you know, I was doing my best to avoid the PvPs. But we got one in the end. We got there. I know, right? I know. So many Protoss. But here we are. We are diving into our final qualifying match.
Yes, we are. And we are first looking at the base of the red Protoss player. We have a lot of red Protosses this time. And we are looking at none other than representing Team Envy. It is Creator.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Moondance ESL, we have the South Korean Protoss player himself representing Team GP. It is Prince.
Now I'm not getting all these fancy zooms and stuff.
Yeah. Again, to reiterate, if you're watching a replay with other people, they cannot follow your camera. It's just not a thing in StarCraft 2.
There is no boop in this map. The probes are passing each other because of the thing in the middle.
There is no boop. The probes do avoid each other as they go for their scouts across the map. And yeah, I'm curious to see how this series is going to go. I think what's important is that Prince actually he actually came surprisingly close to qualifying for Home Story Cup. We actually casted the Korean qualifiers for Home Story Cup, and Prince had an insane run in the first qualifier. He went further than I think a lot of people thought he would.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people were like, yeah, okay, Prince, he's alright, but like he's not gonna get far. And then he did. Like, oh.
Yeah, he's been popping off recently, especially in this matchup. So even though Creator is the most recent GSL runner-up, it's still PvP.
Yeah, I mean, it's PvP. Anything can happen, really.
Anything can happen, especially on these new maps. We saw how cheesy players can be, especially in that Maru series that we casted earlier. But for the time being, you know, everything is looking pretty standard. No one is pulling a max packs. No one is trying to go for a fast low ground wall or anything like that. You know, we just have the 2-gate expands here on top of the ramp.
Oh, Prince getting this cheeky pylon in Creator's pocket base.
Oh, I love this. There's no reason for Creator to check his pocket, by the way. And that's the thing. Because this map has the pocket base, like there's that much more potential for proxies.
Yeah, and like, you know, people are, once again, people are not aware that those locations are a thing. And it's a Twilight?
Very fast Twilight Council here. It's a proxy. Is he going to throw down a Dark Shrine as well? Prince popping off. Not just that, but he also opened up very aggressively. I don't know if you noticed, but Prince did open up with double Adept. He has 2 more Adepts behind this. Again, hyper aggression coming out from Prince. The first 2 Adepts do reveal themselves because Creator does have a pylon here across the map. So he knows that he has to be a little bit careful and he has to make sure he walls off at his ramp. But he doesn't know about the proxy. Show us the Dark Shrine. Show us the Dark Shrine. Show us that there it is. Let's go!
Oh my god, this is so bold. Like you could, like the only thing you could do that would be more bold than that is just putting it in the main.
Yeah.
Might as well at this point.
This is a PSA warning for people in the chat. Any Protoss players in the chat. This ladder map pool is still not on the ladder. This map pool is still not on the ladder. But when you get into PvPs, make sure this doesn't happen to you. Be careful. Be wary. Be wary of the pocket bases. They're dangerous.
Yeah, and actually the Stalker moves out and like all of these Adepts are actually coming here to the base of Creator.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have 4 Adepts, they do have enough DPS to power through that shield battery, but we have a force field, so the Adepts do not get into the main base. 1 Adept does go down, but again, this is a distraction. The real aggression is the Dark Shrine, and the Adepts get into the main.
Yeah, they actually did get into the main, getting 3 probes in total, which is not the worst for Creator. It's alright, but still, he could have prevented them from coming here at all.
Yeah, so okay, so this is going to be so close. This isn't GG yet. The Dark Shrine finishes up. We're going to see some DTs. We have 0 detection, but we have some sentries. So it's possible that Creator could wall Prince off, and Prince may not be able to get into the main base if Creator is fast enough, if he notices the shimmer.
Yeah, if he notices.
He doesn't see. He doesn't see the DTs. They get in. No.
They walk right in, and now like the Stalkers are looking. It's like yep, nope.
GG.
Prince. Takes game number 1.
Prince takes game number 1. GG, well played. Abusing the map. Prince clearly coming in with a plan on the new maps, and that was absolutely disgusting.
This is one of these games where you like look at the replay like, huh, okay.
There you go.
Yep. It's just like leave your PC, just close it down, leave the flat, like go for a walk. Like, it's this kind of game. It's like, yep. That happened.
Yeah, GG. It happens. The sad reality is that in PvP, proxy DTs can just end the game like that. If you don't have a robo, if you don't have a Stargate, if you don't have a forge, if you don't have some form of protection, then it's just over. There's nothing you can do.
To me, the most crazy thing was not even that it was proxy DTs, but it was proxy in his base, in his pocket. Prince, come on. That was so ballsy.
Aye. What a way to start a series. What a way to start a best of 5. Just like that, the underdog in the series does have a lead. But again, it's still a long series. It is still that best of 5.
Yeah, and we are now loaded into the second map of the series, which is Waterfall. And we are looking at the base of the red Protoss player, representing Team NV. It is Creator.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Waterfall ESL, we have the madman himself representing Team GP. It is Prince.
Now here's a question, right? Do you think this was just, oh, this is a funky build because of the map? Or do you think he specifically picked that build because this was game 1 and just to, like, tilt your opponent?
No, 100% is the map. 100%. Like, that was very intentional. It was very, very nice to see Prince abuse the map the way that he did. Again, very familiar with the map pool as well. You love to see it. But Moondance was one of the quirkier maps. Now we're coming into another map with an interesting feature, but the feature is the short rush distance. There is no like clear cheeky proxy location.
Yeah, I mean, to me the best feature is the waterfall.
Joe.
But I am biased because I just like art style in games.
It's a very pretty waterfall. There's a very pretty river going through the center of the map as well. You love to see it. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
I love it. I love what Superman did with this one.
Oh yeah. Aesthetically, this looks really good. For those wondering, I believe Waterfall is the new Berlingrad. It is the shortest rush distance in the soon-to-be new map pool. So because of that, you can be hyper-aggressive. But as we can see, there's also a ramp going into the natural base. So both players are opening this up with looks to be gate expands, but they're also being very annoying to each other as well.
Yeah, both of them blocking each other's naturals with those pylons. And Creator actually opens this up with a Stargate in the wall.
Yeah, so basically Creator, he recognizes how late his Nexus is going to be, so instead of delaying his Nexus, he throws down his tech immediately. Meanwhile, oh my god, Prince throws down the second pylon after the first was cancelled. Creator wasn't fast enough, the first pylon gets cancelled, and then immediately Prince throws down that Nexus.
Yeah, that prop looped around and got the Nexus denied for even longer. But yeah, to me it's just curious that like he just showed Prince like what tech he's going for.
Yeah, it's basically Creator saying like, I don't want to play this game of just like, when can I get my Nexus and relying on my opponent to mess up. He's like, no, screw that, I'm just going to go for faster tech. Doesn't matter if you see it coming, I think I can deal damage anyway.
Yeah, basically. As we could see, like that Nexus is almost halfway done for Prince, while Creator only just started his.
Exactly, and because Prince did scout the Stargate, we already have a shield battery in the main and in the natural base. Prince is getting ready for the Oracle. But is he ready for the gateway units? Because Creator also comes across the map with his 2 Stalkers and with his Zealot.
There is a shield battery though, so I don't think this attack will do any damage. But at the very least, it keeps Prince on this side of the map.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the Oracle was scouted by the hallucination, so Prince did confirm the Oracle. Again, we have a shield battery here, so the Oracle won't be able to deal enough damage to overpower the shield battery, but we could see a stasis. Maybe? Uh-oh.
stasis.
A little bit
There you
delayed.
go. Yeah, it's gonna get triggered by a single probe. Yeah, unfortunate control for Creator. He could have like put it down sooner, but I guess he was busy with something else at the moment.
Yeah, he was
As
pulling.
his Twilight, yeah. No, as his Twilight Council, he's almost done.
Yeah. Again, Creator is the player with faster tech. He's behind when it comes to the workers. Not a big difference, but a difference nonetheless, and these differences do matter in mirror matchups. So Prince does have a bit of a better economy, but for how much longer as 2 Oracles dive in and they do one-shot 3 of these probes.
Okay, 3 probes, not bad, not bad, especially considering that there is a shield battery and those stalkers here as well. And both oracles are still alive, so they can dive in for another round.
And we can see that this damage was necessary. Creator takes a very slight lead in the worker count, killing those 3 probes. So, because of the delayed nexus, he can catch up a little bit. We even see that he has a faster blink timing as well, throwing down those gateways immediately. Prince laying back a little bit more. I'm a little bit surprised. He's going for a faster third instead, not relying on those gateways.
Okay. I mean, Creator is throwing down his first almost at the same time.
Yeah. The big difference is that Creator is going to have a little bit more production to work with. And that may come into play depending on how long Prince stays on 2 gates, because this is pretty important. Again, when we're talking about a mirror matchup, 1 more gateway can make the difference here in this game. Prince, with his hallucination though, he confirms the gateway count. He knows that he needs to catch up, and there we go, he throws down 2 more gates.
Yeah, but as we said, Creator is ahead in tech, so he can quickly get his army ready, while Prince is working on his economy more. But it looks like he wants to move out now.
Yeah, Creator is pushing out across the map. I mean, he does have faster blink. There we go, blink just finished up, so he will have a very small window here where he can out micro Prince. But as we can see, that window is going to close in a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah. And...
Yeah, 12 seconds away. I mean, we saw them bounce off each other. Creator, unfortunately, didn't get a Stalker kill there. Nice micro, though. Nice micro.
Yeah, the shield battery definitely helped with the defense for Prince. And Creator is already working on Charge.
Yeah, Charge is on the...
Yeah, the robo facility is only now being built, so there is no War Priest on the map.
Yeah. I mean, Creator just doubling down on the gateway style. I imagine the robo is just going to be for Prism and not immortal production or anything like that. But we'll see. As Creator, he's going to try and distract the army. He has his stalkers outside the bases, and at the same time, oracles are getting into the main.
Oh, getting a few snipes. Really nice micro there.
Oh my god.
He loses 1 oracle, but 7 probes with a shield battery there present. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage for 1 oracle. 7 probes. Very nicely done here by Creator. And that worker lead is even larger now.
Yeah, and these stalkers are still posturing around the 3rd base of Prince. He doesn't quite have enough army to overpower these, especially with the sentries and the shield batteries. But he will try to get something nonetheless.
Yeah, and so we'll see if he can break on through. I mean, we do have Charge about to finish up here for Creator. He is going for a gateway explosion as well. He threw down 5 more gates. Prince, I mean, both players, to be fair, are going for their 4th bases. But again, Prince doesn't necessarily have the same production capability of Creator. But the reason for that is because of Creator's worker lead earlier, he could afford to invest in that production, not so much in his probes.
Yeah, and these stalkers may actually deny this 4th base for Prince.
Yeah, an interesting 4th base location, very exposed here on the low ground. We're going to have to see him cancel your kill. Oh, does cancel in time.
Yeah, very close cancel there from Prince, but nonetheless, Prince gets his base denied, and Creator is setting up his 4th nicely.
Yeah, it's as Prince throws it off center, so he has to cancel and throw it down again. I was gonna say, this is a very interesting location for the 4th for Prince. I feel like the right-hand side is a little bit safer, but because he's expanding towards his opponent, it looks like he wants to be aggressive at the same time and only require his army to be in one place. We'll see if he can hold on to it, because Creator, he's back with a vengeance, and again, he does have that charge.
Yeah, he is, but there are only stalkers here still, and there are sentries to help out with Prince's army, so I don't think Creator can break this position.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised because the War Prism is done. I would have thought the creator was gonna like posture with his Stalkers and then maybe slip into one of the bases with like a mass Zealot warp in. But he's not really utilizing that Prism at the moment. He's just chilling back at home, just saturating his 4th base, working on Archons, taking this a little bit slower.
I mean, his advantage is tech, so he keeps going for it. And he keeps trying to poke at this 4th base, but now it's well fortified, so I don't think he can get any more damage there.
Yeah, the 4th is going to get up and running. We already have shield batteries, we already have cannons. Charge is now done for both players. So again, that advantage that Creator had isn't an advantage anymore. But Creator has still been able to, again, make use of his economy, you know, get Archons out quicker. Not just Archons, he's going for double Robo. Oh my god.
Okay. Sure, why not? Double Robo Bay. Okay. But one thing that worries me though is that Prince's army is starting to get big.
Yeah, specifically his Stalker count is looking pretty impressive. Can he do anything with it though? That's the question. Like if we look at the bases, like Creator is pretty well fortified. His Zealots are at home just waiting, chilling. It looks like Creator, like his win condition here is I'm just going to get ahead economically, which he did, and I'm just going to tech up and get into double disruptor production, and like, what are you going to do about it? Like, Prince is going to be stuck with a Gateway army.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And speaking of Gateway army, we have a Darkshine coming up.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to come back in this game for Prince. Again, Prince has to do something. Finally, for the first time in this entire game, he moves out across the map with his main army. He's going to be able to deny this 5th base. So, nice moves here, but Creator is rotating with the rest of his army as well. Prince is going to have a hard time pushing up this ramp.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it, and he decides against it as well, while some of the Zealots actually run by into Prince's bases.
Yeah, both in the 4th base and the natural. I'm a little bit surprised that they got as much damage as they did. They got 3 probes, a shield battery, and they even forced a recall into the natural.
Yeah, the recall was actually very surprising to me, but
yeah,
Priest has decided he really needs to defend his bases, and Creator is actually expanding towards him.
Exactly, both bases are right next to each other here for our players, but Prince is moving out. He's looking to try and deny that. Creator is going to intercept this, but the Stalker count for Prince is insane.
Oh yeah, this is a huge army, but the disruptors.
Oh. Prince regretting the aggressive blink there. We have the second Nova going off as well. Does he have a blink? He does, barely manages to avoid it.
Yeah, and see, this is what I was talking about. Like, now Creator's army doesn't look that impressive against all of these Stalkers. Like, there's just so many of them.
There's a lot of Stalkers, but again, all it takes is 1 or 2 good Novas, and Creator, he doesn't give a damn about your Stalkers. We have 4 Disruptors, soon to be 6 Disruptors. Ooh.
Another good shot, but Prince seems to be very careful about where he moves in with his army. So far, not like we haven't seen like a lot of big Novas, mostly like zoning kills.
Yeah, but at the same time, a little bit of a Zealot run by here at the natural base of Prince. 7 probes are going to be going down. At the same time, Prince pushes over the Stasis Trap. Ah!
Ooh, the Stasis Trap is very nice, cutting the army almost in half. A third of the Stalkers is now not available.
Yeah, and Prince is also forced to warp in back at home. The Zealots, more static defense being thrown down at his natural base. At the same time, Novas are going off. Can Creator time this to catch those Stalkers?
I was afraid he's gonna get sandwiched between them, but no, it looks like he will be able to catch the Stalkers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do have a couple of 2 Disruptors get sniped here as the Stalkers are completely forfeit. Prince has to do something with them. He just dives all the way into the main base. Is going to lose them all, but at least he does trade out. At the same time, the main army is looking to deny the 5th base once again for Creator, but the Novas go up.
Yeah, another Nova is being dodged by Prince, and he retains most of his Stalker army. But the army of Creator is getting stronger and stronger with time.
That's the thing, right? Like, Prince is still stuck with just mass blink Stalkers. Like, it's okay, but as you said, the longer it goes on, the better it is for Creator. Meanwhile, he's expanding towards the top left-hand side of the map. Yo, the mass DT run by Prince is not classic. He's not using them for vision.
Oh yeah. All these probes are trying to hide around the shield battery. Actually, they are properly blocking the DTs from walking around. But now...
Oh my god. Yeah, the DT is doing a lot of damage at the same time. Oh my god, the balls go off! And they will connect with the entire army. GG gets caught. Oh! Creator does take game number 2.
Yeah, we are tied up.
Oh, GG. Prince, his DT harass was doing a lot, but it looked like he was focusing a little bit too much on the DTs. Creator comes in, the disruptor shots go off, and that giant stalker army just disappears.
Also, I just want to point out that the DTs in Creator's base were cleaned up by his own DTs.
Oh, never mind.
It was actually a DT against DT fight right in the base. So maybe that's why he was a bit more focused on it, because he had to micro them around.
Yeah. GG, well played. Creator, he fights back here. Again, a relatively passive game, to be honest. He was, again, just more concerned with macroing. He's like, I'm just going to stay at home. I'm just going to macro. I'm going to harass you a little bit, make things a little bit hard for you, but I'm just going to tech up all the way into disruptors. Very just solid play from Creator. And with that, we're now getting into game number 3.
Yes.
I was like, have I lost Kuro? What's going on?
Look, okay, guys, here's the thing. I have hay fever, okay? I have allergies, so this time of the year is horrible for my voice. Bear with me.
It's all good. It's all good. We're diving into game number 3. As a reminder, this is a best of 5, and at the moment we are tied up 1-1.
Indeed we are, and we are loaded into now our third map in this series, which is Cosmic Sapphire. And once again, it is the red Protoss player, representing Team NV. It is Creator.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire ESL, we have the South Korean Protoss player himself representing Team GP. It is Prince. Oh, and
Are we gonna see a boop?
we should be seeing a boop. Oh.
There it is! We got it!
Beautiful.
I hope Steammode saw it. Steammode is a big fan of the probe boops.
He's all about that probe on probe action. So what I was gonna say, is is that I was curious to see if any one of our players would try and be a little bit greedier here, because we were talking about Cosmic Sapphire earlier today. It may not have a ramp going into the natural, but it does have a very narrow choke point. So I do think that this may be, as the meta settles a little bit when this does hit the ladder, this may be one of those maps where maybe Protoss players feel comfortable expanding on the low ground just because it doesn't take too much to wall off and be a little bit safe.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. But so far, both of our players decide for the much more safer option with the wall up in the main. Yeah. And both are just harassing with the probes.
They're both just trying to tase each other, be a little bit annoying here with their own probes, trying to figure out where we're going here. And now it is, I have to harness my inner Chase for a moment as he is on his deathbed at home.
Why are we so dramatic about it?
What units are coming out? We do have Creator going for double Stalker. Meanwhile, Prince going for Stalker Sentry.
What does it mean, Light?
Oh, it means Prince is a little bit more concerned with scouting here, as he is going to be able to go for Hallucination Scout. Meanwhile, Creator has a lot more firepower with his opener. He can shut down double Adept openers if they come out across the map. And speaking of, really interesting choice here, these Stalkers basically shut down all of the probes and all of the pylons. They're going to keep Prince in the dark, keep him in the dark about the Adepts.
Yeah, the 2 Adepts are coming next, but this is not the end of the plan of Creator, as he already put down a Stargate as well.
Yeah, so we're seeing much more aggressive play coming out from Creator, but to be fair, we do have that hallucination from Prince. This hallucination has a lot of work to do, has a lot to scout.
Oh yeah. And we see we can get there, as the Adepts are already moving to the other side of the map. There are 2 Stalkers and 2 Sentries waiting for them.
Oh, exactly. Meanwhile, Creator is going to try and catch the hallucination, but he does miss it. The hallucination is going to go into the main base. At the same time, the Adepts are going to be able to rock up, and they have a couple of options. They can go for worker kills or even some sentries. They get in! Oh my god.
They just get in. They're gonna go for the tropes, and already one of them falls down too. There is no shield batteries here, and the whole army was in the natural.
Yeah. Because Creator saw the double stalker Prince saw the double stalker opener. He didn't expect Creator to go for Adepts. He wasn't ready for this. He didn't have anything on top of the ramp. He was not prepared, and just like that, 6 probes go down.
Yeah, 6 probes go down, and while Prince is defending the main, in the natural, the Stalkers are chipping away at this shield battery.
Yeah, exactly. Shield battery does get down to half HP. Meanwhile, the Adepts also shade into the main base once again. They don't commit to the shade. Not yet. The Oracle is waiting outside again. Prince is struggling to hold on to his bases, is now down in the workers.
Yeah, he's trying to saturate the natural, but yeah, definitely put the range in his plan.
Yeah, I think
while the Oracle now rocks up.
Yeah, we do have 2 Oracles now, so the one-shot potential is there. I was going to say that, I don't know if you noticed, but Blink was also delayed for Prince, like, because of all the havoc that was being wreaked, like, he wasn't able to throw it down on time. Meanwhile, the Adepts, they shade on in, and these Oracles, oh my god, they're waiting, they want something, they want some damage.
Yeah. That's it. Prince is just out.
Oof.
Done. It's okay.
GG. I love the mind games from Creator. Again, it is not common at all to follow up those 2 Stalkers with 2 Adepts. That doesn't happen too often. So Prince, he was just completely blindsided, and on top of that, he was losing workers at his natural towards the end there. He was just completely pulled apart.
Yeah, I like, especially, I actually like that little move that Creator did, where the Adepts were actually shaded into the main, just so they would see the army, and then they went back to the natural, like just trying to pull everything in, so the Oracles would have more space.
That was crazy. Wow, that was insane. GG, well played. Very nicely done there by Creator to take a quick and easy game. Again, very cheeky play, hyper aggressive, very different compared to the game we just saw in Waterfall.
Yeah, indeed. And we're gonna find out what's gonna be in the next game, as now Creator is up 2-1 in the series, and he only needs 1 more win to be qualified.
Yes, 1 more. Uno mas is all he needs. Creator, can he make it all the way to TSL, or can Prince fight back and bring it to the ace match?
And we are now on Inside and Out, as we are looking at the base in the top right corner of the map, where we have the red Protoss player representing Team NV. It is Creator.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out ESL, we have the South Korean Protoss player himself representing Team GP. It is Prince. Oh my god.
Creator actually going with a low ground wall, so does Prince.
Yeah, Inside and Out does have that ramp on, or at that natural. What's interesting is that this is a very quirky ramp. I don't know if you noticed, but the pillar there, the fan at each ramp, does make the ramp a little bit awkward, and it does mean that you have to adapt your wall a little bit there.
Yeah, and then looks like it. I like how Creator actually dodged the probe of Prince and went around.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what was the purpose of that, if it was just like scouting for some cheeky proxy, or if there was some other purpose.
I have to wonder. I'm sure there was a purpose behind it. But now both probes are across the map. They're both going to be as annoying as possible. Both, I imagine, going to be throwing down pylons. And their goal here is not just to delay the Nexus, but also to force out that Zealot.
Looks like both players are going for the Zealot for the time being.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how annoying they can be to each other.
Yeah, I just like how this is like perfectly mirrored. Like, yeah, they're both doing exactly the same thing at pretty much exactly the same timing.
Yeah. Again, this is just how the meta of PvP has evolved, especially when it comes to the gate expand builds. And we'll see if Creator, as we do have a pylon being thrown down in Creator's natural, if he goes for a fast Stargate again.
Both of them do, in fact.
Oh, okay. Prince mixing things up here, looking to try and meet the aggression of Creator. He's like, you know what? I've had enough of taking all these early expansions and being behind or being like out macroed and all this stuff. No. Okay, it's time for me to deal damage.
Yeah. I find it kind of funny because that makes them mirror even more. Now they both have the Stargates at exactly the same timing as well. I'm just curious what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah, so this is where mind games come into play a little bit because both players have scouted their own Stargates. So now one player has, or they both have an option. They could even go Phoenix first because if one goes Oracle and the other goes Phoenix, then the Phoenix is going to shut it down, and there we go.
Yeah, just as you say that, Creator picks that Phoenix and he's gonna be able to shut down the aggression of the Oracle.
Yeah, if he's in position, to be fair.
Right.
That's the thing. You take a little bit of a risk here because if the Phoenix is not where it needs to be, then that Oracle could pay for itself. Creator goes across the map with a Stalker and he dips in, he confirms, okay, you didn't go for a Phoenix first. He sees the Oracle.
Yeah, that he does, and his Phoenix... the first Phoenix is already done, waiting for the Oracle in the middle of the map, actually.
Yeah, he wants to try and catch it. It looks like he's a little bit out of position. This is what I was a little bit worried about. The Oracle is going to be able to slip into the main base. The Phoenix has to turn around soon before too much damage gets done. Second Phoenix comes out and just barely misses it as well.
Yeah, the Oracle actually goes for a Stasis Trap instead, though, so...
Oh.
Gets a few probes, especially those in the gas, which is nice, but the Oracle will go down.
Yeah, Oracle does go down. A nice stasis though. 3 probes, not bad at all. Very bold move though by Prince. He made a second Oracle. He had a third Oracle on the way for a moment, but he cancels. I think that's a wise choice. I think that would be a little bit too greedy here as Phoenixes go across the map and they can get some probes.
They can. There's only one Stalker here. I mean, they could even probably fight it if they wanted to.
Yeah, the shield battery makes things a little bit awkward as the second Oracle gets into the main base and is going to try and go for another stasis.
Yeah, this one is triggered nicely by Creator, only one probe is trapped. And this Oracle will be hunted down as well.
Oh, we do have
recall.
Yeah, we do have a recall. Prince, he cares about his units, he cares about his Oracles. He will keep his second one alive, and he needs to. Again, his first one, stasising 3 probes for 1 Oracle isn't really worth it. He needs to do a little bit more. And Creator, he didn't stop Phoenix production. He went all the way up to 4. That's a lot of Phoenixes.
Yeah, also interesting thing to point out, Prince is now getting more of gateways while Creator still has only 1. He's going full on the Phoenixes.
Oh, exactly. He even picks off a Stalker there, picks off 3 of those probes, the gas mining probes at that. And it's really good that you point that out because Prince does have 3 gates already. That's a decent amount. Not quite like a 4 gate, 2 base like Blink Stalker push or anything. It's not entirely committed, but he's going to have access to a lot of Stalkers.
Yeah, Creator already started his Blink, but he's only now adding the Stargates, so Prince will have a small window when his army is gonna be that much bigger and stronger.
Oh yeah. Kind of bigger. He will have the higher Stalker count, but we know that Phoenixes, they could kind of make up for that. They could CC those Stalkers. More importantly, they're even forcing Prince to stay at home.
Yeah, I feel like that's the more important part, because I don't know how much they will be able to contribute in the fight because their energy is so low. But they are harassing that probe line, which definitely delays the push.
Yeah, but Prince has no fear. He doesn't have vision on the Phoenixes, but he's pushing out anyway. He wants to deal damage across the map. Blink is going to finish up by the time the army does hit the natural base of Creator. And is Creator ready for this? He didn't see it coming. He does have a shield battery, though.
He does. It looks like he's trying to expand. Yeah, he's taking it further at the same
Prince
time.
Prince can go into the main! He can go into the main! Up! Up!
Oh, there's so much space there too. All the army is in the natural, and even the stasis trap from the Oracle is there.
Oh, you love to see it. It does get baited out immediately though by Creator. Nice moves with that probe, and Prince doesn't want to risk it. He blinks out of the main.
Yeah, so in the end, Prince only got 1 pylon in this blink in, but his army is still at the door of Creator.
Yeah, exactly. He still does have the Stalker advantage. He also has that stasis trap, and that could come into play. Here we go. He's going to be applying a little bit of pressure here towards the 3rd base. Creator has to respond. He's going to have to cancel.
Yeah, and that definitely will put Prince a bit ahead in the economy
The
side.
stasis! Oh my god.
Ooh, it got only 1 Stalker though, and a lot of them are lifted now, so Creator should be able to deal with this attack. That said, there is a warping point right next to him.
There is. A gateway is on the way, but it does get scattered here by Creator. Going to force a cancel here for Prince. Prince did lose a lot of Stalkers there, unfortunately, but he does have a third. It's actually already done.
Yeah, that it is. And he's now going back to regroup at home. And yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to have to consolidate his forces. He knows what his advantage is, and that is the third base. He just has to defend it, get shield batteries up and running, and he will be able to maintain his lead. Creator has to do something a little bit different, and I kind of like this. He's actually working on Immortal production right now, and that is a way to make up for having less units and having less Stalkers. Immortals, they can definitely make up for that.
Okay, I was worried for a second because Prince was getting charged while Creator was not working on any upgrades right now, but he is getting charge of his own as well. Because, you know, Immortals are nice and all, unless they're charged by Zealots and trapped.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, Zealots do definitely have their place in this matchup, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing plenty of that Zealot on Zealot action later on. For the time being, Creator here does have vision of this third base. He knows how behind he is when it comes to his economy overall, and we'll see how he's going to try and catch up here. I mean, Immortals are great defensively, and his goal may just be to turtle up because he's behind, and maybe even tech up into maybe even fast disruptors.
I mean, so far he's getting his Templar archives in the meantime. And I like these two adepts at the fourth base of Prince. Just waiting for the moment with two Phoenixes as well.
I love it. I love it. He's waiting for the perps to transfer over, and then Prince is he's gonna lose everything. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh god.
Look, it's a good plan.
I like it. I like it. It's very nice. It's very cheeky. Very cheeky. Creator is going for his own fourth base as well. As you were saying, he does have the tech advantage. He will have Archons available to him if he so wishes. He's keeping up in the upgrades. It's just, oh my god, and I'm shocked that this just happened. Creator, he's even ahead in workers right now.
Yeah, there you go. Apparently he is very good on producing probes. To be fair, he didn't really lose any probes, right? Like, he lost a base, he was denied a base, but like, he never really lost probes.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to what Prince's plan is right now, because he intentionally hasn't been taking his gases. That's why his worker count is as low as it is. He's going to have a lot of minerals to work with to warp in charge lots, and there we go. He wants to hit a timing here and now. Working with only +1, but we'll see if it's going to be enough as the adepts go in.
Yeah, they try to sleep right by the army, but they actually noticed, and there is a cannon there.
Yeah, exactly. Prince does have the supply lead right now. He wants to hit this timing. He wants to take advantage of this before Creator can get too heavily underway. We do see the Stalker Concave is in favor of Prince for the time being, but pushing up 2 ramps, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, he's pushing up a ramp. At the same time, all these units are getting stuck on the ramp as Creator is trying to walk into this army.
Ugh. Yeah, exactly. Bearing in mind behind this, we have Immortals as well. Prince is having a hard time, again, getting too much room. We just see a blink on forward, and the Immortals are going to town.
Yeah, now that was a nice move for Creator. The whole army of Prince is surrounded. And now he's warping as Zealots to finish this off.
Oh my god, and it's going to be a little bit too much here. Creator defends beautifully. Prince was very committed with that. Again, he doesn't have a lot of tech. He doesn't have a lot of gas. He's warping in Zealots. He is stuck with just a pure gateway army, just like the last time we saw a macro game on Waterfall between these two players. And we said it before, we'll say it again. As the game goes on, Creator's army, it's just better.
Yeah, it's like, you know, he may not have as big of an army on the beginning, but like, because he's going so hard into taking up, like because he keeps transitioning into like higher tiers, like his army is just getting stronger over time.
Yeah, Prince had the quantity, Creator had the quality, and now after that first fight, Creator also has the quantity. He has everything. Yeah. He defended beautifully. He's got his fourth base up and running. You know, he has the gases that he needs as well. He has his wonderful economy. Prince, he's trying to catch up. We can see he's going for his own Templar archives, but this may be a little bit too late.
Yeah, Creator is already planning an attack with this group of Stalkers. There are some scouting probes actually for Prince to make sure he knows when the move out happens.
Yeah, he's got a probe here towards the north, but the Creator, he just powers through all those rocks. He's going to push on forward as well in between the bases. Has to be careful because Creator is only working with his Stalkers. The rest of his army is at home. But there we go. It's all going to be converging here in the middle of the map.
I like how Prince also only took his stalkers. It's like, okay, we're gonna just fight fair. We're only stalkers and stalkers on the other side. We're not bringing zealots.
Yeah, man to man, stalker to stalker, but that is no longer the case because the rest of the army is coming on, and we see the blink on forward.
Ooh.
Creator, he snipes the War Prism.
Yeah, that was very nice snipe, but now he has to go up this ramp, and it's not a great position, but he may just power through.
Yeah, the Archons are going to town on all these Zealots, but maybe there are just far too many Zealots. They do break on through, but no, they all go down, and now it's just Stalkers remaining here for Prince. The Immortals in the backline for Creator are still dealing so much damage. The army is still insane, and behind this, Creator has that War Prism he can reinforce in the face of Prince.
Yeah, now it's Creator keeping Prince on the low ground in his fort.
Yeah, exactly. Creator has the high ground. He's zoning Prince away from his third base. GG gets called, and Creator does it. He takes the series 3-1.
And Creator qualifies for TeamLiquid StarLeague 9.
Ooh, GG, well played. Congratulations, Creator. Our resident GSL runner-up is going to be there. He is going to be a part of TSL.
Yes, indeed. And with his recent result from Valencia, it's totally possible we will see him in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, it's definitely possible. Like, I think the other important thing as well is that, mate, Creator, he's getting a lot of EPT points, like because of his performances, and now that he's going to be a part of all these other tournaments, like he's going to be a sure thing for Katowice. It's all about, you know, how far in is that seed going to be, and can he finally get that win? He got so close in GSL. He did well for himself in Valencia, getting top 4. What about TSL?
Yeah, and I mean, basically we have to remember, like, there's a lot of expectations on him now, but he's definitely capable of going the distance now. He managed to, like, you know, pass the threshold where you actually are able to, like, win those games, like not just be close to winning them. Yeah,
I think something important to bear in mind is that Creator for a long time has been kind of in the middle of the pack. He's been considered like a mid-tier Korean player, not at the top like your Zest or your Trap or SOS or Hero. Hero back in the day, even Hero now. But Creator, with his results, like, he's really proving himself. And he's really, like, cementing himself among the best. I don't think he's there yet. I think a lot of people are waiting for, like, a win, like a championship, and then that will really kind of sell the story. But Creator, like, he's been on the rise for a long time, and it's really cool to see him doing well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what he's gonna do next. And I do like that, like, he has, like, his goal. I remember his goal in Valencia wasn't like to win it. Like he had a goal of getting to semifinals, and that's what he did. So he's happy with that. I think that's also important, considering that, like, you know, the expectations are starting to, like, really weigh heavily on him. So I think it's important to, like, you know exactly what you want and go for it.
Exactly. And we'll see what his expectations are going to be for TSL.
We'll find out.
Yeah, regardless, congratulations to Creator. As I quickly switch the scenes over, we do have the updated challenge bracket, !B in the chat if you want to have a look at it yourself. But today we have basically all Protoss.
Yeah, 4 Protoss players have qualified. Kappa.
Creator, Classic, Zaun, and Maru. If you are tuning in late, and I did see that some people did tune in a little bit later in the broadcast, Maru, for the qualifying match against Percival, every single game he played Protoss, and we were lucky enough to cast it. So if you're interested in the VODs, check out the VODs if you want to see Maru just crushing face with Protoss.
I mean, to be fair, he did lose one game.
True.
But those were very solid games. Like Maru's Protoss is nothing to be laughed at.
It's not. Like, his Protoss can go toe to toe with the best players in the world. It's crazy. It's terrifying. It's the hashtag year of Protoss, or the era of Protoss is upon us. Rainer's playing Protoss.
Of the Void is here.
It is. It took a while to get here, but it is here. Rainer, Maru, they're off racing as Protoss, competing as Protoss. Next, Cyril and Clem. Are they gonna switch? Are they? I don't
Find
know.
out in the next episode.
Dark, is he gonna switch to Protoss? Is everyone just gonna switch to Protoss? Aye.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what has the world come to? I don't know.
I know, right?
I don't know if I want to be a part of this world, but we're here. You know, it's happening, and I wouldn't have
What do
it
you
any
mean,
other way.
like? What do you mean, like? Time to switch to Protoss?
Time to switch to Proto. GG, well played. I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves. And again, if you want to tune into the VODs, they're all available on Twitch. They'll be available in a couple of days on YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel where all of our every single one of our VODs is uploaded to. So check that out as well if you're interested.
Yeah, indeed. And we will be covering other TSL qualifiers as well, as the next one that we have on the list is the Oceania qualifier, actually.
Oh my, yes, exactly. So if you want some more TSL action, the Oceania DreamHack qualifiers are going to be this weekend at 3 p.m. this Saturday, 3 p.m. AEST, that is 1 p.m. KST. Check TL, check TeamLiquid if you want the exact times and all that stuff. Liquipedia.
Or check out the sign-up list.
True. So yeah, 2 days basically. In just under 2 days, we're going to be live here with the next TSL qualifier. But if you can't wait, and if you want some more Duckling action, then tomorrow, in less than 24 hours, just under 24 hours, we're going to be live with Master Swan Open. That's a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. Master Swan Open is an amateur tournament for Masters players that we've been running since 2018. Ever since 2018, we've been running this tournament. So yeah, a very long-standing, one of the longest-standing amateur tournaments that is being run at the moment. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, there may be puppets involved.
Yeah, we're not going to be casting that. I'm going to be adminning that. Kuro is going to be the production. She may cast if you have enough channel points, and Steel Mold is going to be casting Master Swan Open with his puppet. There's a lot of people watching right now that don't know what I'm saying. They're like, "What? What does that mean?"
Yeah, they're like,
puppet. What?
Crazy.
Tune in and you'll find out what we mean.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Your brain is not ready. It's not. It's
Yeah, you will just stop questioning things at that point. It's just like, stick it in.
You are not prepared to face Steel Mold for the first time. No one is ever prepared. Oh god. But yeah, with that, thank you so much everyone for watching. We hope you enjoyed the games. Kuro, the wonderful casting Jersey herself, do you want to let us know where can we find more of you? Who are you? Who
am I? I am Kuro, also known as 16 Squad Sanseki. Don't worry if you can't pronounce that, because this is just a username that's always free on websites. But normally what I do is I do work with CranKy Ducklings. That's what I'm together with Light. We are the co-founders of this clan/team/organization. And yeah, I'm generally behind like all the behind the scenes stuff, like all the overlays, all the social media stuff. But I also have other projects like the sign-up list, where you can find all the upcoming qualifiers together with the link to more information, a link to Wikipedia page, as well as countdown to when they begin. So make sure to check that out. I believe it's !sign-up list.
There you go. !sign-up list in the chat. Yes. We have a lot of projects that we do work on together, and if you want to tune into myself, I do stream on a daily basis. I actually streamed just before this cast. Well, it was a bit of a smudge stream. It was rough.
It was a Darth VIP stream.
Yeah, I had a ladder session and I lost like 90% of my games. We lost 200 MMR today. Was not a good time, but again, we had a good time, I guess, on the stream anyway. We did what we could. I had to very quickly reset my mental state before casting, not gonna lie. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But yeah, if you're interested, light_VIP on Twitch. I do stream on a daily basis, just some ladder streams. Nothing too serious or no tournament casting. If you're interested in our tournament casts, then follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings. We got you covered. We are live basically on a daily basis with non-stop StarCraft. So check us out here. If you're interested, hit that follow button. And we are also a pro team. And any money that we make here on the Twitch channel it all gets funneled towards our pro players because we do have our players contracted, they do have a salary, and they also go towards the tournaments that we run. Tournaments like Master Swan Open, tournaments like Sparkling Tuna Cup. We run a lot of weekly tournaments, and again, that is all possible thanks to the people in the chat. Thanks to our subscribers, people who donate bits, even our Patreons.
Yes. Exclamation mark Patreon.
Yes, so thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stick around, we're going to give someone a raid. I don't know who's streaming right now, but we're going to give some love to someone on Twitch, so stick around, give them a chance. As I quickly check, and who's streaming right now? I don't know. I'll pick someone.
Let me open.
I'll pick someone. And with that, Kuro, do you have anything you want to add before we head off?
Quack.
Quack. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.